CK, the Raisin Man.
Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. Nerdcore to the max. All over the web, baby. Now here's your host, DJ Money Senpai and Company.
It's always a party when you're with us in the shrine. Always wild, crazy, candid, guest spots and topics. And when it gets funny from time to time, you know it's always time for the number one up-and-coming nerd toxic podcast around, Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. But we always say, the nerd is the word. Charles, a.k.a. Money Senpai, all day, every day, your money making, hard-hitting, urban ambassador to the nerd kind, founding host. With me are my Avengers to all things good and nerdtastic. Yes, people, I chose the Avengers. Shrinetime Avengers are simple. First up is our engineer, Ace Gamer, the pride of Shrinetime, and the hardest working man in anime and gaming, my mega man of gaming and anime, Mike Machismo, Maverick.
Save gaming journalism 2014, people.
All well and good, especially when he's the mighty number 9 to my Mega Man.
Hells yeah.
Next up is our hockey enthusiast, Shrinetime's Simon Cowell of anime critic, our MVP of nerdkind, Nate Oteko Nate.
Today's birthday is Labor Day. Today's birthday is Labor Day. Today's birthday is Labor Day. Come on, everybody, it's Labor Day. How you doing?
Nice, man. It's great to have you in, and it's great to have you all in because it's a special Labor Day edition of Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. And as always, we bring you the awesome guest of honor for your very awesome guest spots. And tonight's guest spot is proof of that. Fellow party goers, with me is an up-and-coming voice actress for Funimation, including her roles as Mayako Yamashita in We Without Wings, Under the Innocent Sky. Nanadesco from Good Luck Girl, Kanebe from Surrey Scientific Railgun S, and the crazy, hot, and strange Origami Tomodichi from Day 8 Live. Please welcome to the shrine, Miss Michelle Lee. Say what's up.
Michelle Lee!
Woo! Hey guys!
What's up? How you doing?
Howdy doody.
How you doing?
It's howdy doody time. Howdy doody time.
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. I mean, it's great to have you in the podcast with us. Great to have you in the shrine. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. You know, considering the fact you're up and coming, you're new to the shrine. How long have you been with Funimation?
I am actually the social media manager for Funimation. I've been working for Funimation for about 4 years now, and probably doing the part-time voice acting thing like the last year and a half or so.
Nice. So you know a little juicy little secrets around Funimation.
I do.
Ooh, you awesome. Yes, Labor Day podcast. All right, people, let's get it off right here for you know what I'm saying, because he's also awesome for this, and I appreciate you because we always say this. The best thing about this podcast is that we not only for the juicy content, it's because of the up and coming podcast. I mean, the up and coming. No, I mean voice actors here. I mean the voice actors here. They bring so many great stories. So hopefully, we hope to have you do something for us. I know you got something for us. I know it. But anyway, for the first question, goes to me. We're gonna go right here, and I'll say that from that. The questions for that later. The first question goes to me, and I have to ask this. And on this normal podcast, before we start, is the fact that we even say questions like this is we differ from the protocol, the hustle and bustle of asking voice actors and actresses why you do this, how did you get the voice actor, how this and that, blah 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 blah, because it's not something we do. We just deviate from that. Now,
in other words, just Google it.
Yeah, exactly. Or just pull an Ian Sinclair and just go and read about it, or go to school and learn this stuff, people. Go to school and learn this.
This is going to be on the test.
For real. But like I said, the first question comes to be, what is your stride to be a voice actress? What drives you to be a voice actress? What inspiration?
I think, well, especially for me, I think it's a little bit different than a lot of other voice actresses that are out there, mostly because I have a full-time job with Funimation as the social media manager. So getting to do a lot of the voiceover stuff when I'm given the opportunity is a really great stress reliever. And it's a lot of fun. It's so great to be able to get into the booth and just become another person, another character, and just to work on your the craft of acting. And I actually do a little bit of community theater on the side when I have time as well. So being able to do that, and of course voice a lot of the characters that everybody loves is really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it'd be totally awesome for you, considering the fact that you're very skilled at it. You already take arts for it, and it's awesome. I mean, it comes second nature to you. I mean, how hard is it for you to get yourself ready for a role, or how difficult is it for you to do a role? When you're in that booth atmosphere as opposed to you doing it on stage.
When you go into the booth, you don't really have a lot of time to prepare. Sometimes you don't even know who you're going in to record for until you actually get there. So there's not a whole lot of preparation. So the difference being that when you get a role, when you're doing like community theater or a theater role or like a movie project or something, is that you get to study beforehand and learn all your lines and memorize your lines and get to know the character a lot. When you step into the booth, you have to rely on the director so much because they've seen the show and everything and they know how it's supposed to go, and then you're just kind of like, okay, I need direction. What am I doing here? What am I feeling? Kind of what's my motivation stuff.
Right. I know. I mean, there's certain things about that. Hey, you keep the motivation going. Keep it. I just don't want coaches how coaches are on the football field and basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we had that in the booth or in the stage. He's like, that drill sergeant, like, sorry, sir, don't hurt me. Like, seriously, how many times can you have that? That would definitely have me inspired to run away.
Yeah, and it's I would say being in the booth is a little more nerve-wracking because you have to be able to match the lip flaps. So you get those 3 little beeps. It goes beep, 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 and then you have to start talking and start matching the lip flaps. And it's very different than when you're on stage and you can take your time, or if you want to drag out a line, you have the opportunity to do so.
Cool.
Exactly. And to Charles, when he's talking about like with a football coach or a drill sergeant, like trying to motivate you, the picture of a drill sergeant will say this: you know what your problem is? You are! So imagine going to mamby-pamby land and find yourself a self-confidence, you jackwagon.
If we did have.
Don't get
That
me
would be
started, man. I can
really
repeat
scary.
that opening scene from Full Metal Jacket from memory.
Oh, God.
You guys are a bunch of... You don't do anything. You're just nuts.
You're low-life, grambastic pieces of amphibian... Well,
What we
you
have
know
here, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Did your parents have any children that lived?
You're just a bunch of sorry suckers. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking shit. Sorry, piece of sucker shit. Like, seriously, I would not want to be in that booth or on stage when I'm being yelled at, especially when it comes to rehearsal week.
Thankfully, they don't yell at you like that. So
Yeah, well,
that's
you know,
good.
I've had a coach that kind of did that in high school. I care not to ask why, but I will say this to that coach right there: you can kiss my ass, you wappy pammy pussy.
Same way with my coach. He said that I'm not going to make it anywhere else doing this and that. You know what? 2 middle fingers right here.
You can't see you put up fingers.
I don't care. I'm sticking them up.
I just care to start your day by saying, "Fuck you, asshole."
Oh man, what coaches? What sports did you play?
I played hockey. I was lucky. I didn't have coaches like that.
Okay.
I didn't play hockey. I played football.
They give you a few digs, but in a playful way.
Right. Well, I played football, and of course, it gets hard hitting and ever so drastic.
Yeah.
Drilling stuff at you when you're up here drilling a dummy a hard hitting dummy made of iron and plastic and God knows what else, and you up here saying, push harder, hard that thing, push it. Like, really? It's just a dummy. I can push anybody. I can push you.
Well, the funny thing is, I used to try football, and then my coach got on to me and said that you're nothing, go home, and all that shit, and all this. But a few years later, I joined the ROTC, and it kind of, yeah. It kind of changed my life a little.
Okay.
Same here. I mean, I've been in a court. What was your position when you left? What was your position, Mike?
Oh, my position. What's it
Your
called?
rate.
Well, actually, junior.
I left as a corporal. So I mean, in a sense, yeah. I felt disciplined after that myself.
Yep.
I was this close to leaving for the Marines. I care not to ask why I did that, but yeah, I care not.
Yeah, I hate to steer this, but it's also Michelle Lee's time.
This is really interesting. So, were you guys both in ROTC or both in the Army?
ROTC.
ROTC.
Okay.
Yeah, it motivation more than to run away from it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great. I've learned some things. I think I've changed a little because I had a rambunctious attitude going into it. I'm just more disciplined and more gentle soul and gentleman because of it.
Yeah, well, I've had quite a few friends who've gone through the JROTC and ROTC programs, and it's a great program, and it's done wonders for them too.
So I salute thee who puts up with us every But moving on. My next question before I turn it over to Mike. What was like, I just wanted to ask this of you, because I think that, we definitely wanted to hear this because you work as a social media ambassador. What are like the strangest things or embarrassing things at Funimation that you can share with us? You don't have to say anybody's name. You don't have to say anybody's name. You can just put it out there, and it'd be fun. But nobody will get asked any questions or at all, or they feel like they're gonna get.
You said, what was it? Most interesting and most embarrassing?
Most interesting or most embarrassing, whichever one, or you can do both. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I would love to hear this.
Let's see. I have to put makeup on my boss a lot.
We'll have to write that down to a few.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Rojas.
Yeah, I have to take a lot of pictures of him. I actually I had to take a photography class so that I could learn how to take better pictures.
You writing it down?
Okay, yeah, I'm writing it down. Hey, Mr. Justin Rojas, you look fabulous.
Oh my God! See, now you done got my crew so wondered up about makeup and distance. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Neville.
He is on camera a lot, though. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the go-to guy for Funimation. So yeah,
he's their official mascot.
Hey,
true.
And Charles,
I've not seen him in that that animated mascot thing going on. I mean, so unless he does that, I don't cause him as a mascot.
We prefer to call him the face of Funimation.
He's the spokesperson.
Yeah,
that's my. I call him mascot as a playful dig at him.
dig.
And also, I like to call him the most hardest-working man in Funimation, and that's what he is.
He is. He
Yeah.
really
He is
is.
a hardworking man, and I applaud him for his hard work.
He
And-
posts Funimation titles like no other person I know. So yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Also, that hair.
and
That hair.
and of course, Justin, he's more inspiring as well. So he inspired me to become the most hardest-working guy in anime and gaming. So there you go.
Oh, good.
I think he inspired everybody to do that. But like I said, we gotta add. If we ever have his wife Michelle on this podcast, we've got to ask her about that hair. We've got to ask about that hair.
I need his hairstyle.
It really doesn't take as long as I think most people think it does. Or at least that's what he says. So.
I think he's sporting the Tommy Oliver look. I think if Mike knows what I'm talking about.
Oh no, Tommy Oliver, yeah, Jason David Frank, yeah.
He's pulling it off well. Just work a little bit harder. You can be an exact double, baby. But anyway, I mean, like I said, about going back to embarrassing moments.
Mhm.
I know you got one or two. I know you got.
Oh, I don't know. Most of the people we work with is just it's not really anything that we would find embarrassing. There was we did have we were trying to do this one Black Butler promotion. We went to the Grapevine Mills Mall, which is the mall that's near our studio, and we were trying to do like a hidden camera thing at the mall, and we dressed Rojas up as like a fake K-pop star that couldn't speak any English. Yeah, and
I think we all know that.
well, it didn't work. We were trying to get the footage, and we used like a lapel camera. There was another guy that was dressed as a butler because it was supposed to be for like a Black Butler promotion, and we had the lapel kept going over the camera, so it would block the view, and so we couldn't get very much footage. But we had a notebook, and he was writing questions in the notebook, and then the butler would have to ask people that were going by, like regular mall goers, and it was kind of like, oh, do you know where I can get some liquid ice? Or can you tell me where I can find the Mario Lopez thimble collection? And stuff like that, and just to see what their reactions were. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but I don't know if that really counts as embarrassing. It was funny.
Yes, it was. And I think we saw photos to prove it. Thank you, Justin, for those laughs.
Oh yeah.
I think we all got a good laugh out of that. But let me go and turn it over to Mike for a question.
Oh yes, Michelle. What are your opinion on the ALS Ice Bucket Water Challenge?
I still have to do mine.
Oh, well, I think it's a great cause. As long as it brings awareness, I think that it's awesome. We did our own ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Just poor Rojas had to take a bullet for the team because nobody else wanted to get splashed with ice water. So
I think Todd did it too.
yes, Todd Habercorn did do it. He was the one who challenged Funimation.
Oh.
Todd Abercorn, I applaud you.
I applaud you guys. Let me just say this personally. I applaud Funimation for doing this. I also applaud you guys for challenging your sister distributions, Viz, Aniplex, AIS. You guys are ruined it. Like, you guys are just ruling the anime scene these days. So
Yes, exactly. And just to add on a high note, we're just doing this for a great cause, not for views, views or anything, just for the great cause.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great cause, and I love that it's bringing awareness to a disease that needs the attention, and they've done so much good work, especially with this awareness campaign. So, at first when Todd challenged us, we were like, oh man, now we have to do one of these challenges. But it ended up being really fun in the end. So I think it's great. And everyone that was in that shot, we all donated to the to ALS as well. And so we wanted to make sure that we get our donations in there.
But have you ever done? Have you done it before the past when you had got splashed with cold running ice water?
No, somebody did challenge me, and I opted to go with the donation route instead.
No.
So
it is. I can understand why now. Dumping with ice water is not fun, but it sure is fun for the person that splashed the person with it. Half the crew has done it here on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've done mine recently. Just last week, I was challenged by Mike, and Mike and Mel, who are another one of my co-hosts, for doing the challenge. So I had to do it. I did it. It was not fun. I had to do it 2 takes though.
Ooh,
I had to do it
that's
twice.
rough.
Yeah. Let's just say the slight numbness you feel the first time, it kind of tunes out the second turn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
And
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, and after I got finished doing my ice water bucket challenge, I head straight to the shower.
I would you'd never see water again after that.
I'm taking a hot shower after that.
You guys should post those videos on your Facebook page. I'm sure we'd like to see that.
Oh, we've already done that.
Oh, you did? How far back?
Mine was last week.
Last week? Okay.
I think Mike's was like a few days before mine. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I have it on my YouTube page.
Nate has done. I mean, yet to do his, and we've challenged him. And we've challenged him twice. So hopefully, he'll do his sometime in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen.
Yeah, we're waiting, Nate.
We're waiting for you.
I know.
No
My brother's
pressure.
friends are gonna help me out with that.
All right.
I think it's gonna be so hilarious.
If one ice bucket is enough, I'm doing it with 3 because 3 people have challenged me.
Oh, wow.
That's
hardcore.
I applaud you for that. Good luck, sir, because you're gonna need it. You're going to need it. But anyway, let me go to Nate with a question.
All right. This is sort of a bit of a hardball here. Since you're the social media manager at Funimation, I must ask, how do you deal with criticism from some of those fans, we shall call them? How do you deal with any of the haters or those who call out the company for any questionable deals or quality control or, disagreeing with the dub cast? How do you deal with criticism in general is what I'm trying to get at.
Haters gonna hate.
That's true.
And those people are what's killing the industry.
Yeah, fuck the
They're not
haters.
killing the industry. Well, everyone is entitled to their opinion, and we love to see the feedback, and it's great to see so many differing opinions, and it makes us better as a company, I think, because if we can listen to what everybody has to say and take that all into account, we're only going to be making better and better products.
Right. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question as a follow up to Nate's question. There's a lot of people that are kind of tight knit, considering the fact that are kind of tightwad, or either some of those who are like hating on the fact that you guys are either you do something with a product that's coming out first on this or first on that, or a product that like an anime DVD that hasn't came out yet. It gets close to the release date, and then something happens, and you guys have to, kind of play devil's advocate. Well, not devil's advocate. You had to play damage control, and say, this title's not going to come out on a certain date, and you have a lot of people that are fuming because of that.
Yeah.
And Charles, can I add another question to that question?
Go ahead.
Also, there's a lot of people who are complaining for the fact that y'all releasing too many animes anime series that has, like tons of fan service, like women with giant boobs and stuff. They have a lot of stuff there too.
I guess what we're all trying to say is how do you deal with fan criticism over products that are either come out that don't come out, or or people that complain about mostly fan service.
I cry. It's a lot of crying. But no, I mean, unfortunately, stuff comes up and you have to deal with it, and we know that it upsets the fans, and there's really nothing that we can do because, unfortunately, delays will happen. As for the fan service titles, I mean, we've got Steins Gate, which is awesome, that came out. We've got a bunch of other titles that we've recently licensed, like Tokyo Ghoul is amazing. I don't know if you guys are watching that simulcast right now.
I'm also looking at Tokyo ESP, too.
Yes, I mean, those are really great shows, and I mean, it's just everyone's going to have what they prefer to watch, and for every person that hates fan service or is not a fan of fan service, we've really got a lot of people who really enjoy that kind of stuff. Like, if you've ever watched Heaven's Lost Property, which is it's a big fan service show, but it's also hilarious. So.
Like, seriously.
And of course, High School DxD also tops it as well because, oh my God, I can't have enough. I'm never going to have enough of Rias Grimmery. I'm sorry.
Yes, and you will see even more Rias in the second season.
I got my pre-order up.
I've heard if you're a fan of fan service, that one has apparently really upped the fan service for season 2.
We can't wait for that. We've already heard. We already saw the simulcast. So I can't wait to hear the dubs. Hear the dubs.
Oh yeah.
But
I loved High School DxD's dub. It taught me that boobs are in fact the best thing ever.
Exactly.
They pretty much are.
Yeah. Boobs the goal. They say money make the ball go around. Boobs make it too.
And just to let you know, the boobs are the king, if you know what I mean.
You guys have the.
I get it.
You guys have the breast. I mean, the best thing going.
Do I have to sing the Tubular Boobular Joy song from MST3K?
Oh, please.
Yes, please.
Please, would you?
I'll do it after the show.
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
Come on, we don't. Do you want? I don't know. Do you want the show to run overtime?
Yes.
All right.
If our guest is excited about it, give them what they want.
All right. I said I'd promise to dial back myself in more recent shows, but
I'll tell you what though. Why don't you sing a little snippet of it so it don't seem like you're singing the whole thing?
Okay.
Okay.
It's breastical, boobical, chesticle, mammical, pendular, globular, fun. Fleshical, orbital, mammulus, scupula, right-ho, that's the one. Is it gluteal, maximal, tushical, craxical, benular, morning till night? Well, you're absito, glandular, fanny, fantastical, tusha, particular, right?
Wow, that is quite the tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
If you like anime and gaming, this is the place for you. Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast.
DJ Sonic Freak. DJ Sonic Freak.
Yes.
Why-
And it's especially when you're seeing it.
Wow. I'm very impressed.
Yes, he is. See? I told you.
Anyway, let's get back to the questions.
I'm gonna have to look that up after.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
But anyway, like I was saying, and there's a question that needs to be asked, and because of this, you know, consider the craziness we endured this past little 30 minutes. Why are you still here? And why is what the hell am I doing?
Well, you guys are so much fun to talk to. How could I leave?
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
The same. Well, we get the best questions. We get the best answers out of that question. Like seriously, say this in many forms, but Shrinetime Entertainment's insanity goes year round and still sounds fucking awesome.
And also,
Aw.
we're the real deal and still be entertaining at the same time. There you go.
Entertaining for justice. Oh man, but anyway, getting on back to the next question. You talked about. Let's just talk about some of your favorite roles here on the show. What would you say is your best? I guess say your favorite so far in your career that you've done.
I would have to say my favorite is Origami from Data Live.
Yes, yes. I mean, there's just something about that shit. Let me just-
She's so funny, and she's got such a weird personality, and plus I'm really good friends with Toka's voice actress Michelle Rojas.
Yes.
And just being able to like fake fight with her on screen was amazing.
Oh man, we got it. I mean, one of these, like I said, we gotta get Michelle on one of these days. But we had one of your we have a recent Day A Live co-host, Brent April.
Yeah.
We had her
Brent
on the
April.
podcast, who is also, of course, a coterie in Day A Live.
Mhm.
It was fun to see you guys play fight up in there because you guys had kind of rumbled at the last episode of the first season.
Shh, don't give anything away. No spoilers.
All right. Let's just say that you two heat things up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
mainly April Brand April.
I'm sorry about this. Like I said, I don't give out too many spoilers. I'm sorry. It's just a fun ass show. I'm sorry.
It was such a fun show.
I'm sorry if I give out spoilers, people. That won't happen again. Maybe. But like I said, when it came down to it, what do you think about Origami? What was her? I guess you could say, what was the take back you taught from her, and what was like some of the moments that you saw was kind of strange about Origami?
I really liked her personality. It was a lot of fun to play. Just how she pretty much has no, I don't know what to call it, like
No shade.
no shame, no reservations about anything. Like Shido asks her to come back in a swimsuit and dog ears and sit down on all fours, and she's just like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it."
Oh my god! I can never feel like you'll never hear a guy on the street saying this to his girl to do this and do that. She comes back in the complete opposite, or we see that restaurant scene. Spoiler alert. And I'll say this right now: I've never seen a girl that would react the opposite of what you tell them. Girl, no girl just throw her water at you, slap you in the face, and leave.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I don't know how to react to that because it's just not this shit. Like, I'd be going crazy. Like, what is wrong with you, woman? And do it in the public. Like, get off the-
But he asked her to do all that.
Well-
So, I mean, I think it's really funny because she does not play games at all. What you see is what you get, pretty much.
Yeah, she wants so much though, but like this, it's like telling a robot. It's like hanging with a robot though. Like, come on, woman, what's the robot has in the ear? Come on, what's the dance today? And you do all this, like, strangely, there's that. But among other things, what do you think about your role as, I would say, considering the fact we've been talking so much about it, what do you think about your roles in, the new scientific, S? What do you think of your character there?
Oh, that one was really fun. It's actually not. I don't know if you would consider it that much of a character, because she's the television show that they're watching, and she's the little magical girl that's on the television. So, it was really fun to be that high pitched and squealy.
I never expected like have a show within a show, a character within characters, to have a character that just react with the other characters out of the show and we're actually watching. That's like an unstruck world, one track mind and all that type of stuff, one trick pony and whatnot. Yeah, go ahead, Nate.
I just say yeah.
Okay, so question?
Mhm.
No, go ahead with go ahead with the question.
All right. This is kind of cliche, but I get the feeling that because each person's answer is different every time, I should ask it. If you could play one character in any show, regardless of what it was or who had licensed it, who would you play?
Oh, that's hard.
That's a good question, by the way.
I don't know. I guess,
Well, let me limit it for you. Let me limit it for
Okay.
you. Would it be something that you wanted to play? Like, if there was one role that you would die to play, since even like when you were a teen or you would just get into voice acting, what was like what's that one role that say, hey, I have the talent to do it?
oh, I don't know about the talent, but if there was, any character that would be my dream role to play, I guess, Akane from Ranma 1/2.
Oh,
Nice.
Nintendo.
I love Akane so much, and I obsessively watched Ranma 1/2 when I was younger.
I think we all have.
Yeah.
Same here.
Oh,
And besides,
man.
that's one of my first animes I watched.
Ranma 1/2 was not my first anime, but it was my first manga.
It was.
I love the manga too. Like after the series, I was like, I have to read the manga now.
We're just full of first around here. This is actually my first hero anime before Tenchi Muyo. So yeah, I mean, I love a lot of anime. If anything, I love about anime is comedy. So I love the combination of both.
And I picture if Funimation has the rights to Rama half, I would say like Colleen Claykebeer will play the female Rama.
I'm
That
just
would be
waiting for
cool.
somebody to get the rights to Urusei Yatsura.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we have got to talk to Funimation.
Yeah.
If they let go of the if Fizz lets go of the license, Funimation, I definitely could see new faces, new star. I would love to see how they do a star-studded cast for Rama 1/2.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Don't hold
But the
your breath of them
original-
losing
yeah.
that license, Charles. They're
No,
making-
well, the I would say, I mean, like the Ranma 1/2 cast, the English cast that's on it right now is amazing. I can't imagine anyone else as those roles because that's what I grew up listening to. So yeah.
Thank you. Somebody understands.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like I said, I mean, that's how I feel with Sailor Moon being redubbed. But that's another story for another time. But I will say this, even though that we're getting new characters, new stars, and we're bringing in new characters, we're bringing in new voice actors and actresses to keep the industry alive. You don't forget your first. You don't forget the veterans that came before them. So, and I grew up with a lot of voice actors that have done these anime from the '90s. So that's how I feel about that. But
Exactly.
as far as what have, there are certain things that I do want to see. I mean, I'm still curious about who would be in it. See, Michelle would be a great protagonist of Akane. I would
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's
That's very sweet.
yeah, let's just picture that both either let's just say Todd Haberkorn as the male Rama and Colleen Claykerbeard as the female Rama, and y'all be butting heads on both of them.
Can you imagine that? Like, let's see. Who else? Let me see. Who will play who's playing suitors after Akane? Let's see. I want to say, for me, I would definitely pick. I would pick Debbie Marquis to play Ukyo.
I want
yeah.
Monica Rial as Shampoo doing the stereotypical Chinese women accent.
That would be awesome.
Thank you.
And also Ian Sinclair could play as Kuno.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be pretty awesome.
Also, let me see. Who else would I say? We also need the crazy Kodachi. So who would be better? Who would be suited for that? Who would be a good voice actress for that?
Wait, I know Jade Saxon.
Maybe
Maybe.
either her.
Well, since I've read Ranma, I've sold the volumes that I bought in order to make room for things like Monster on my shelves.
Or
But yeah, like I said,
or Alexis Tippin.
well, yeah, that hurt too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because she's good for the norm.
Oh, then who would play Ryoga?
Yoga.
Ooh,
Tyson.
no, or either Christopher Sabat.
Nah, too deep. I see him more as being, was it
Gendo.
Gendo, yeah.
Gendo.
Christmas Sabat is more Gendo.
Or
Tyson, though, is more of a...
either Gendo or Gemma.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
But what about Takawaki Kudo?
I already mentioned that. I already mentioned Ian Sinclair as Kuno.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I
Maybe
said,
Tatum?
if you picture Ian Sinclair's voice as Kuno, make him sound like Space Dandy.
My God.
Thank God for boobies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
he probably gonna have
The hoops.
he will love boobies on the pigtail girl.
The Hooters of the space frontier. Thank you.
Oh God! Now I have a thought of requesting a fan art of female Rama in a boobies outfit.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
Oh God. My God. Like,
I'm sure somebody's drawn that somewhere. You just look through DeviantArt or something.
yeah, a lot of people just draw something for a ridiculous raise, and I love them for it. It's our sanity as nerd as we just always come up with creative ways to draw characters. I'm actually enjoying right now envisioning Akane Tendo in a Miss Marvel outfit. If you're a Marvel comic fan, you'll know why. I will say this though, it's fun to dream. And the fun dubs, you see so many fantasy dubs. I am well aware that Viz is not going to give up that license for Robert what have. But it's fun. But it's always fun to dream.
Somebody please pick up the rights to Urusei Yatsura, and somebody please pick up the rights to Maison Ikoku. If not Viz, then I am counting on you, Discotech. And if not Discotech, Please, Nozomi, write stuff.
Well, Nate. You gotta go through Rumiko Takahashi first.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's much easier to work with than, say, Naoko Takeuchi, although we'll save her for another podcast.
Yeah. I will say this, though. The voice I see from you, Michelle, I would not be surprised if you were Sailor Mercury.
Oh, I love Sailor. That's my favorite Sailor Scout, actually.
Really?
Yes, she's my favorite.
Oh, man. See? She has a voice for it, and she knows, and she's a favorite, so it works. It works. See, imagine. Well, I hate to ask again. Imagine if Sailor Moon, if Funimation had Sailor Moon instead of Viz.
Well, they've done a really good job, so I don't know. That's hard to picture.
Hey, there's a reason why I would jump on the bandwagon because of it. Not to say that for the guys the people that they have for Viz's freedom isn't good. They're all great voice actors and actresses, but it's fun to dream.
And
it's always
and Charles, let's just also picture if Funimation goes dubbing what's it called, video games from Japan, like for instance the Persona series.
Oh, they do a great job.
They would do a good job.
They do a really good job. I mean, think about it. Gearbox did an awesome job with Borderlands. Get over Borderlands 2. They got a handful of voice actors from Funimation to do all that. So, and it became the best first-person shooter 2011. So,
and
actually.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The voice actors that work for Funimation, everyone's contract, so they're free to do whatever projects they want to do. So that's why you'll hear Todd Haberkorn on Sailor Moon for Viz, and then a lot of familiar voices you'll hear for video games like Borderlands and everything. So they do great work.
Yeah, they do.
And Josh Greeley, I believe, was in a Tales game recently.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
and I think
Valencia.
And I know Josh is doing quite a bit of stuff for Sentai too, I think.
And
go ahead, Mike.
And of course, if you hear Monica Rial, she's Miss Explosion Man.
And we're gonna
Mrs. Tedior.
If you listen to Miss Explosion Man, she talks too much. It's like Monica Rial is having a good time as that character.
We haven't gotten to talk to her about that someday in the future. But like I said, and we've also heard that Laura Bailey is going to be in the next Discaria series. So that's going to be on the game for PS4. Can't wait for that. I know Laura's going to be great. She's a great voice actress for herself. So it's been a while since we see her in the Funimation stuff. I know she's big around LA, especially cartoon related. But I also want to hear Travis Willie have. He's awesome too. Wild guy he is.
He's Knuckles the Akinda, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Oh man! But like I said, get back with you, Michelle. Out of all the roles that you've done, what was the one that gave you free base to do whatever you want, like free admission to do, like go off or on, or jazz it up any way you see fit?
I guess probably Nadeshiko for Good Luck Girl.
Yeah.
It was funny because with that one, since she just appears at the end and she talks so super fast.
Right.
Just try to get all the words out as fast as you can.
Oh man. I figured, she talks so fast, I thought she was Miss Explosion Man. Like seriously, it's just one of those things that she's a character within a character and wrapped in an enigma. Go ahead, Mike. I thought you was about to say something.
Actually, I didn't say anything, but if you want me to ask another question, I'll go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Michelle, I'm just gonna ask you something. Any video game character you want to voice? Which video game character you like to voice as?
Oh, I actually, the types of games that I play don't usually have a ton of voiceover.
But I mean, it could be anything.
What sort of games
Um,
do you play?
I'm gonna be lame and say I play games like Style Savvy a lot on my DS.
There's no shame in that.
Oh,
What would you like?
And well, I just got through Pokemon X and Y, so I played that one.
have you heard about the new Pokemon Tekken Light game?
No, I haven't.
Yes.
What is
Yes.
That's a new Tekken game that is derived from Pokemon.
It's,
And I think we don't know if that's going to be all Pokemon or just fighting Pokemon, but it's going to be a Tekken-like game with Pokemon.
that? So it's gonna be like a fighting game, but
It's
you
a-
fight with Pokemon?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, for example, Lucario and Machamp.
Or Blaziken in my
Or
time.
Blaziken, Machamp, Lucario, or probably Hitmonlee or Hitmonchamp.
Like you said, I mean, we don't know if this is like all Pokemon or just fighting Pokemon. But like I said, the sky's the limit. We will find out next year. But like I said, are you excited for that? Could you see somebody buying a Wii U for that?
Well, we have a Wii U, but mostly right now playing a Mario Kart on it.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8. I can't wait to get a Wii U so I can challenge you.
Oh, okay.
I need to get a Wii U too.
We have got to get. I got to get a Wii U just to play Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, that looks so gorgeous.
Yes, it does.
It is. I love
I
it.
never thought. I mean, I haven't been a fan of Dynasty Warriors up until now
And
because it's just a theme. Because now it's Zelda themed.
and Charles, just let you know that the game has negative reviews for some critics, but you know what? I don't care as much as the gaming journalism is going downhill at the moment. I will say, let's just go ahead and buy the game.
That's a subject for another podcast.
We jumped in for another time. But I will say this, there's one thing I wanted to ask. Bria had brought it to our attention a while back when we asked her how did she enjoy being in the booth. How did you like being bombed? Did you get bombed?
I didn't. They had me record one for Josh.
Right.
And there was a scene where Origami's in the hospital and he comes to visit, or Shido comes to visit her, and she makes him peel an apple to feed her, or whatever.
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
disgusting.
They had me record something like, now put it on my head or something, because she leans forward, and they left that as a bomb for him. I don't know whether they kept it or not.
Oh man, I mean the reason why I asked you because there's a lot. Bria brought it up to our attention, and we've asked a couple of voice acting guests on this podcast about how you get bombed and how this all came about. I thought it was like something thinking with flour and you add tico. You know what antique means, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's basically just taking a pound of flour and dumping it on somebody's face, face after they sleep. I think that it didn't have something to do with the booth, and you bomb and you have somebody say ridiculous things on an anime recording session, but it's fun that I learned something out of that. It's crazy, but at the same time, it's funny too. But considering the fact we're getting close to the end, I'm going to give the last question to Nate.
Yes?
I'm going to give you the last question.
All right, and I think that this is a good question to sign off with. What can we expect from both you and Funimation in the future?
Well, I don't really know on my front. like I said, I kind of just get to go in the booth when I have the opportunity to do so. I only get to go if I finish all my work. So,
Hey, you
and
only do so much in the office.
that's true. As for Funimation, then just keep tuned to our social channels and our blog. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming around the horizon, and then also, fall simulcasts are starting soon, so we'll be making those announcements shortly, I think. So, just keep an eye on our blog. That's where we put all of our news.
Blog.funimation.com.
Yes, Funimation.com/blog.
And I'll be tuning in to that blog. Don't worry.
Each and every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. What's it called? What's that? I'm sorry. The name kind of escaped me. I'll go bookmark it. Yeah,
It's
bookmark
that thing that we do that we're a part of.
Bookmark. I said bookmark.
Yeah.
Bookmark
but
it
like
and then put it on there.
Yeah, of course. You can always check out Michelle and her work with We Without Wings. Good luck, girl. They ain't live. All on Funimation.com, or check out. You definitely got to subscribe to Funimation Elite, or get them online if you got the cash. If you don't have the cash, it's Funimation Elite for you. Subscribe. It's only $79. It's only $7.95 a month, and it's well worth your time, especially with so many great anime series on the horizon. So especially you get the simulcast before anybody else, and you get access to dubs before they even get released. And it's well worth your $7.95.
Awesome! Wow, we should have you do the promos for us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shrinetime Entertainment presents the Funimation Network for only $9.99 a month. Oh, wrong number, wrong network.
Knowing how awesome your intros are, Charles, I wouldn't be surprised if you did get a job writing promos.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey
You
guys,
do a better job at writing promos than I do.
Yeah,
I would think Mike would do the same thing for me.
Yeah, I would be like, hey guys, if you watch anime, if you can't afford it, here's a website for you, the Funimation Elite Network, for only $7.99 a month. You can download animes and watch it anytime you want. Actually, not really download it, but live stream it on your iPod, on your cell phone, anywhere, even on your Xbox and your PS3s.
We got to talk about this whole thing with PS3. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, you can check them all out, Funimation.com, and that's where you should go. You should be watching.
That was really good.
Thank you. But Michelle, it was great to have you on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Please come back to the shrine whenever you feel like hang with us and be there with this insaneness.
All right, will do, definitely.
But before we go, how can fans find you on social media?
You could follow me on Twitter at KDramaFoodie, and it's all one word, KDrama FOODIE, Foodie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you type it in? Can you type it in so I can?
Oh, sure.
Well, we'll also put that on the Facebook page. Yeah, she has awesome blog posts too, so you can check those out. Nate, how can fans find you on social media?
You can check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/Otaku Show. That is OtakuNateshow, Otaku Nate Show, all one word. I am also now on Vimeo, where I post all my reviews from now on, and that is vimeo.com/Otaku Nate Show again, or IBID, as they say in literary terms. Also, you can find me on Twitter, which I rarely use, but I'll post something there eventually, at twitter.com/OtakuNate30. The 30, as always, is for the best goalie ever, Marty Brodeur.
He's the Marty Brodeur of our anime circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Marty's not really an intellectual per se. I'd like to think I'm more Doc Emmerich.
Oh, man.
We'll talk hockey some other time, Charles.
We have got to.
Wow, so you really are a hockey enthusiast.
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, please don't. I'm just kidding. He does a great job with that stuff. He's very knowledgeable. When we start talking about anime, he's a great hockey enthusiast.
Oh.
But anyway, Mike, how can fans find you on social media?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Mike Maverick AG. That is Mike Maverick AG, and also on Facebook at Mike Maverick Ace Gamer. And also, I have a YouTube page, as Turnabout ENT, and I will make a huge announcement. And sorry if I haven't been uploading as usual, but the Ace Gamer show is almost done. The episode is almost complete, so be sure to check it out. And I will be working on walkthroughs. And yes, here's the thing. I'm not really good at video games, but at least I have the knowledge to admit it. But hey, I'll go do some editing and stuff, unlike some other gamer that shall not be nameless.
That's what I like about you, Mike, is your honesty. Because I'll be honest with you, I ain't no good at games either.
Honestly, that's best policy.
Hey, at least I know. At least I didn't grow a huge ego.
That's true. That is true. But lucky I am the best gamer around. I am the best in the world.
Oh God! A few seconds later, you'll keep dying on Dark Souls.
Well, I play best on console games. There you go. Like I say. Anyway, I'm the best at console games. But anyway, get back onto it. You can always check us out here on Facebook at facebook.com/Shrinetime Entertainment, and you can also check us out on Twitter at Shrinetime ENT. Our Tumblr page will be made in. You're gonna have to, tune into our Facebook page to check it all out. News is still coming out well. We'll try to get the website back up. I promise. Some things just keep coming up. Things just keep going down. And, we just watch the occasion every time something comes down, something comes bad in our industry. So just hang with us there. And also, you can check me out personally on my Twitter or Twitter, if you want to say that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jessica Cavello. Thank you. I love you.
She's a funny guy. She's a funny girl.
Yeah, she's my older sister, aka.
It's crazy.
Not really my older sister, but
Yeah, you get everybody Senpai SCP, SMONEY I'm also going to be switching a little bit more in the world on Twitter, and you can also check me out on my Tumblr at Money Senpai Official, and of course my Instagram at Money Senpai. There's always one way to check us out here in the Shrine. Be sure you're hanging with us in the Shrine. We'll be doing a little bit more. We're also going to be doing another podcast after this one. Not right after this one, the next day. So on the very next day of this podcast, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the video game industry, and we're also going to be talking about racism in anime. So it's a little topic we need to talk about, something we need to discuss. If you feel like you have something to say about it, just hit us up on our Twitter page and use the hashtag Shrinetime shout out. There are certain things we are putting up there. This is a way to get better with us, get in touch with us, more feedback with us, and you get more of your Shrinetime experiences. All the way we'll get better. So at the same time, though, Michelle, if you feel like you have a touching issue you want to talk about our topics for the next podcast, hang with us. We're a very interesting bunch to hang with.
You certainly are.
Yes, we are. For Michelle Lee herself, the beautiful and talented Michelle Lee.
Aww.
For my man Mike Cheese, my Maverick, and my boy on Taco Day, Bill Bank. I'm Buddy Senpai, and we are Audi 5000. Peace.
Watch out for snakes.
Bye.
Later.
You're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. As we see you guys next time.